Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope you're all doing well. I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here live tonight for, well, love readings, but specifically for the singles. Where are my singles at? Where are my singles at? You guys get a special reading. We have split you guys up. We're doing things a little differently here at Harmonia. Typically, the singles get kind of the sideshow in the monthly readings, and because I listen, because there's been more of a request here of, hey, can we just have a singles night? Yeah, we are officially having a singles night, and this will at least be once a month here for you guys. All right. Reminder, guys, I'm not just on YouTube, I'm also on Twitch now, and Star's over there as well. Thank you, Star, for helping the Twitch people out. And we're also on Facebook too, but we do have a goal going on YouTube only. We are working our way here on Twitch. We're still fairly new on Twitch. We're working on our goals there, but we're getting there slowly but surely. But soon we'll be having goals over on Twitch once we start getting over into the swing of things and learning things. Star's been doing some research, and so have I. So we're just kind of like going with the flow on that. But there is a target going on here on YouTube, and if you guys hit that target here and we hit 5 donations tonight, we will get a collective bonus here with a faded dice. Now, I always do a bonus. We always have the bonus, but we always like to have a second bonus here because, well, we're reading for a lot of different people here this evening. So please keep that in mind. Hello, welcome, Diane. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Hello, Megan. Welcome. Who else is here? Papa's in the house, I see. Mitzi, welcome back. My other moderator is here. So thanks, guys, for sharing and caring. I do appreciate it. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into the singles reading. Now, I need to put the disclaimer out now. I'm going to do it, all right? The spread is designed for singles. But singles energy does not only mean brand new love. All right. This is where a lot of you are going to roll your eyes, because for some viewers, this can represent a past person returning. Doesn't necessarily mean the same way. Could be a different way. It is a possibility here for reconciliation if they show up differently. It's not for everybody. Or if there's unfinished romantic energy resurfacing. For others, it may reflect fresh connections, admirers, new people. We'll see. We're going to let the cards play out. All right. So this is why you're going to want to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, because the more things that you check, the more possibilities here where, well, that reading may be for you. And if you are cross-watching, you're going to have to, well, flip the narrative. Hello, Nafa. Welcome back. Thank you, Mitzi, for telling everybody to drop those likes. I do appreciate it. We're going to get started here, guys. Also, I want to bring an announcement up. We had Melanie Adriana on Sunday, and I just want to give an awful big thank you here. Not awful. I said I feel awful because I feel like I should have given more. You guys really helped her out. Melanie has a Kickstarter going on for her new Oracle deck. and she is now at 87%. And I know, some of that had helped contribute from my Harmonia group here. So appreciate you guys. You helped her Kickstarter. You are helping her. That Kickstarter is still going on from May 4th. For those of you who did not see Melanie's coming on as a guest reader, check out the weekly. She was on the weekly. You can check out the cards there itself. But I appreciate you guys. I was blown away with gratitude of how awesome my community is and helping others, because that's what we're here about. We're helping here. Sharing is caring, but also helping other light workers out there spread their gifts. And I was just blown away. You guys are great. All right, let's get to it. Our first sign for this evening is going to be Taurus, because, we're in Taurus season, so we always start with the birthday sign. Happy birthday out there. Who's got Taurus in the chart? Taurus, you are up. Let's get to it. Let me get myself situated here and see everything. Flip gears so I have the camera. There we go. We are all set, guys. We are all set. All right, perfect. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, if you can hone into my collective, whether they're here for the live or the replay. Let's see what messages we have here specifically now for Taurus. Taurus, what's going on in here for love for you for the month of May? Can you believe it? We're almost in May. Ooh. So Taurus, you are really in that self-love journey right now. Your heart space is opening. You're being open to see others as well. Loving yourself, Taurus, is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how greatly you really are. I love this. There's just something here about opening your eyes now and seeing the possibilities of not only love choices, but things out there for you. Okay. Let's see how you're showing up here, in May. Remember, no reversals on an initial story play, but it will affect the reading here. How are you showing up here? Oh, the Queen of Wands. You're looking good. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're getting out more. You may be, when you work on yourself, you may be getting a new wardrobe, or you lost some weight, or you're back at the gym, or, you're all about your charisma, your arts. I just see you in this energy, getting back out there, doing things for the love of it, Taurus. Okay. So you are getting attention, but the attention here is with curiosity. You love yourself and you're confident this month. My Taurus here, very confident, and it's birthday time. So maybe it's just celebrating your birthday season, feeling good, saying, I want to explore, see what's out there. Let's see how potential lovers are perceiving you for the month of May. How are lovers perceiving you? Four of Pentacles. There's still this energy of staying reserved, holding your ground, but also how your potential lovers, and I'm saying lovers because, sometimes it's the energy here of more than one, right? Those potential romantic lovers out there for you, Taurus, are viewing you as someone here who holds on to your worth. Okay. So I do feel this energy of a little bit of intimidation, curiosity, but also when you think of the Four of Pentacles, it's one here who's afraid to open up. But how they view you is you're putting yourself back out there, okay? So you may come off as charismatic, sure of yourself, but also when you're in conversation with others, they may see you holding back a little bit, more reserved. You're not giving all your secrets away, nor should you. the energy here, the most prominent energy here for you this month that is, well, responding. And this will let us know the type of person or energy being drawn in specifically, like, you know, the leader of the pack of them all. Oh, Four of Wands energy. Well, you definitely know this individual already. Now, I'm not saying this is a past person. This feels like this is someone within your community. It's somebody here within your circle. This could be a friendship as well. So there's history with this individual. Doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. I just said there's history here. Some of you work with this individual, but community is how this person is coming out here with you. Mutual friends. Okay. Reversals are now up. They will be affected here by the first row. Where is this energy spirit coming from? This is a past person, a new environment, online, a friend circle. Who is this? Oh, you do have this person a little nervous. Yeah. This is an individual here who may have self-sabotaged a scenario. I'm not saying you were in a connection already, but they may have felt like they blew it, or they went quiet, or they may have, you know, they may feel a little bit at fault for why you were guarded here, Taurus. But this is an individual here who is reevaluating how they may have self-sabotaged. Okay. Or not opened up. Current status of this connection here, Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person here is holding back their emotions. There's a lot of like love here, compassion, grace, but I also feel like this person here, you see how still she is someone who can come off as more reserved, quiet, maybe even possibly shy. So I do feel that you have an individual here who deeply wants to have a conversation here with you. But let's see why this is surfacing now. Welcome back, Light Seeker. Yeah, this is somebody from your past. It is. We have Judgment here, so this tells me with the reverse. This is someone here where you have some unfinished business with. Now, I feel if this is a scenario where it was a person who ran from you and is wanting to have a new start, or an individual here that just never really opened up and they feel that they may be missing out now that they're seeing you putting yourself out there. You may have even questioned this individual here if you did not know. Like you may have, you know, intuitively felt that nudge, like, do they have emotions for me? Do they have feelings for me? But some of you, this may have felt like a little bit like forbidden love, because some of you, this could have been something to do with a circle. Someone could have been tied into a relationship, but also could be work related to here too. Okay. What they truly desire here with you, Taurus, this individual. Their genuine hopes, intentions, and interest level here for May. High Priestess here reverse is telling me that this individual held back. They may have gone against their intuition, and specifically, it has a lot to do with how they're married. They're seeing something in you now about how reserved you are. You're not an individual here who goes for rose-colored glasses here. You've gained, not only, it's not saying you've gained your worth, you've always had your worth, but now you know your value, so you're very hesitant to fantasize about any kind of connections. And so there's something in this connection that this person here is really taking to heart, that the reason your skin may be as thick as it is because of how they may have emitted here, or made you feel like, you know, your intuition was off. And this is an individual here who went against their own intuition here and may have made you feel like you were, well, going crazy. So I think this person here wants to clear the air with you. The next likely move here this month here, we have the Two of Pentacles here reversed. This is someone here who just fumbled you. It simply did. All right. Their eyes are open, but they know that your eyes are open because you are loving yourself. But do they have a shot here with you? I think that this individual here wants to be more open and stable in this connection. But let's see where their potential direction here is if they pursue you. Five of Pentacles here is saying to me that this is an individual here who knows that you are single and they are single and you both are out. But they're also hoping to have a conversation here about the loss or the rejection here. So I do feel that someone here wants to open up communication with you. This is going to be a completely different side than this individual, I can tell you right now. So this is a person here who held back. I see underneath the deck here with the Queen of Wands is they're going to be marrying back here to you, your value. Yeah. Well, yeah. This is a person here who's really looking at, with that Six of Swords here reverse, of revisiting something regarding your unfinished business. Okay. So please keep that in mind. All right. Let's see what the advice here is for you, Taurus, for this month. What you need to remember, your worth, your standard, your emotional anchor when it comes to this individual. Remember, no reversals on the final cards here in Spirit. Oh, I'm telling you, look at this. We have the King and the Queen of Cups here. This is going to be a completely different scenario here with this individual. This is a person here who wants to open, express. It doesn't necessarily need to be a reconciliation if it didn't start off to begin with. But if this is someone here who wants to set things right with you, who wants to open up and express their emotions here with you. Doesn't this mean that you'll take them back? No. But I can tell you right now, the card here that came after this was how to align with justice, or how to align with love this month is justice. Okay. Be wise about this. You're holding the sword of truth here as Lady Justice with Libra energy. Spirit is reminding you here that this is a recalibration, a possible reconciliation, but also you have learned a lot from this. So don't fall for just words. The actions also have to be consistent and match. So some of you will want to reconcile with you. Others of you, you may not, and that's okay. All right. That's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to move on over to Gemini. Gemini is next. If you guys are looking to book a private reading, you most certainly can go to my website too and find that information there. Oh, I just flipped all my cards over here. What happened? I had some flyers. I think that's what happened. Oh, yeah, you like, you're welcome, Ellen. You like the new deck. Yeah, all of the decks, guys, if you go to the description, and I'll put it on the comments too, you can, I actually have them all linked up in my Amazon store. They're in my favorite decks, but you can go on over and get those links on there. This is the Guardian Golden Tarot. I've been very called to gold decks as of late, whether they're white or black. I like gold, and I have quite a few gold decks. But I really like this one. It's beautiful art. And it's not stingy, you know? Yes, Ellen is celebrating here over on Facebook. I appreciate it. Hello, Andrea. Welcome. Welcome back, young guy, if I didn't say hello to you. Thanks to my moderators who are kicking ass and moderating all over the place. I see everybody's names on all different platforms. Like I said, I wouldn't be out here without my moderators. I'm on multiple platforms here, so I appreciate it because I can concentrate on the readings. All right, we got Gemini up next. Who's got Gemini in their chart? Gemini is up next. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, the link is just my website. That's for private readings. If you want to click on the donation target to get the 5, because we need 5 donations here to unlock the bonus, just hit the target. Hit that target. Gemini singles, what's coming in for you for May? Oh, a soulmate bond. When you know, you just know. This soulmate connection is deep and real. This is that no explanation needed kind of love. Ooh. All right. This feels nice. This feels nice. Okay. Let's see how you are showing up here, Gemini. Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Welcome back, Cool Unique. How are you showing up? Oh, look at you. Showing up as like the minor arcana empress of the Nine of Pentacles. That's how I see the Nine of Pentacles. Someone here who's enjoying life, enjoying what they have, well, built. You have some good boundaries here. You do. Notice how she's got a fence here of grapes, but it's like you've made some of those, I just heard sour grapes. You made some of those sour moments into wine, right? Wine. So, you know, what happens after age, it starts tasting better. You're seeing how some of those relationships in the past may have hurt you, but they also have shaped you into a fine wine. You know, this is someone here who is independent, stable, has their shit together. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like that, right? Gemini, you're looking good, right? Your money's good this month. Your money is looking good this month. Not that you need to know that, but I'm just telling you. All right. How potential lovers are perceiving Gemini for this month? Oh, well, you're all about your Benjamins. You're all about your money. You're just very grounded. You have, even though if I'm talking to a feminine right now, you're coming off as very business like. Thank you, Mitzi, for the donation. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. You are all about family, your friendship circle, work, taking care of the areas here that you considered sacred. Individuals here are like, dang, Gemini looks good. Some of them are going, dang, Gemini has their shit together and they look a little rich. Okay. Maybe it's the way that you're dressing. You know, there's an eloquency about you. Maybe your wardrobe has changed, but there's just something here about how you pamper yourself, take care of yourself or others. You know, you could be a parent here too. Could be, you know, you care for children or people see you as very motherly or fatherly, but you are a provider, but you provide nurture, you provide care. You care about the individuals in your circles. And so these potential lovers are seeing, you know, you know who you are. You Gemini are wifey or hubby material. You got a lot of individuals who are going, they are wifey and hubby material. Okay. Let's see how the dominant energy here is responding to you. The one here who's really noticing you. What are they like? The High Priestess. Woo. Quiet, reserved. This person here could be a reader. They could be, all right, or just very in tune to their intuition. But this is an individual here who is definitely admiring you. But I also feel intuitively they are getting to know you, having the conversation here more with God than they are necessarily having a one-on-one with you. There's just something here that this person here feels like a stature here of reservedness, being very quiet. There's a mysterious side to this individual. They're attracted. Like, I feel like there's this energy here of mysticism or, and it's not dark. It's this energy here of just like, there's mystery, you know? So it's almost this energy of wanting to get to know this individual when you meet them because they seem very mysterious or they have a lot of esoteric kind of vibe to them. All right. Where is this energy coming from? Reversals are now up. Where is this energy coming from? This will let us know if it's someone new or online or, ooh, Two of Swords. So this doesn't tell me that this is somebody old. This tells me that this is potential for new. You two don't know each other as well. But I also feel there is, with the Two of Swords, it's usually about what's the next step. But I just heard, are they available? Are they available? So this is an individual here who's curious if you are dealing with somebody, because you seem so set in your ways or comfortable, but they don't know you full on yet. Okay. Current status of this connection here. Oh, dang, the devil. Well, you were definitely on this person's mind, and I think it has to do a lot with what, the devil can be very lusty. You could be attracting a Capricorn here. Well, I'm not going to tell you how you meet this person, but I can tell you that once this person here sees your boundaries and is seeing you from a distance, they may hear from others about you. Okay. And if this is someone here who's in your presence, whether it's through work, like working by you, or it's something that you do for everyday practical life, like could even be like going to the store or running an errand. This is the energy that I feel that this person here sees you out and about. I'm not saying they're like stalking you, but I feel this energy here of being around them, but not necessarily having an intimate relationship. Got it? Keep your eyes open, Gemini. Why this is surfacing now? Elisa, welcome back. Four of Wands here reversed, because this is an individual here who's now honing into, are they single? To, oh yeah, they're definitely single. So something has triggered this individual to realize that you were absolutely single. I don't know if it was in surface conversation. I don't know if they were asking about other individuals who know you, but this is a person here who goes, oh, they are single? Hmm. Hmm. All right. This community tells me that they're not in your close-knit circle. Okay, they're not in your close-knit circle here. Why? Well, because your close-knit circle here is gated. But I just feel this presence of working around this individual, or they see you in everyday life. All right. So just keep your eyes open for individuals like that, or conversations that you have, or you see somebody a little bit more regularly. I do feel like this person here is going to make a move this month. What they here truly desire with you. You guys got to let me know if this happens for you. Oh, the Hermit energy here. So this is a person here who, it's not saying the desire for you to be on your own. They want to know the depths of you. All right. Hermit energy is Virgo. This is a person here who wants to get some alone time here with you. All right. Wants to get to know you. There's just something here about your vibe. Maybe it matches theirs. Maybe they see a little bit of a witchy side in you, or mystical side in here. And so they want to open that door to there's a lot of intellect with this individual, like intellectual conversations. They're stimulated by that. Okay. Their next likely move this month here for you, their actions here. Gemini, you're going to get communication, but not just communication. I feel like an individual here is going to make a move here of trying to open something more than just, hey, nice to see you. It's like, hey, we should get together sometime. I feel like it's going to start with maybe exchanging of a number. for some of you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of texting going on here. Let's not just go back to this. And for those of you who don't have this, you better claim it. I just feel this energy here of a lot of back and forth communication with a potential love interest. Let's see the potential direction here if pursued here. Ooh, the 10 of Wands here reversed. This is going to feel like baggage. It's going to feel a little bit freeing. I feel like you're going to get out more with this individual. Be prepared for dates. Be prepared for getting out more with a specific individual, having one-on-one time. These aren't just casual dates. I feel like these are long conversations. The two of you may get lost a little bit in time, like, oh my gosh, can't believe I was on the phone that long with you, or oh my gosh, we really should go. We got work the next day. I don't know. I feel like a strong soulmate energy is coming in here. A lot of potential here for love for you. What to remember here when it comes to this connection? Remember, no reversals on the advice cards here. Page of Cups, this is new love. You know, you are a little bit standoffish, smuggish. Okay, I can see it. It's like, ew, what is this? But I think it's because you know your worth. You've dealt with emotions before where people have taken actions, but this is evaluation, expression. All right, you don't. This person here may feel a little bit over the top to you, but it's also the way that they do it about being very open in their invitation. So, you don't have to be so standoffish about it. There's something here about just getting to know, evaluate the moves here. Don't have to jump into bed with this individual or have a first kiss. This is an energy here of like arm's length. I just feel like you're a little bit old fashioned here, Gemini. How to align with love this month when it comes to this individual. Get to know this person. Some of you, this is somebody here who's already within, like, it may not be a direct friend, but a friend of a friend. That's how they know you. But I feel like you were around this individual. Okay. So that's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this is for you or you want to claim it, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you'd like to book a private reading, you most certainly can at my website. We're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up next. Cancer is up. Man, I keep flipping these cards everywhere. Oh man, this deck got really messed up. All right, I think they're fixed now. No, they're still all messy. That deck was all over the place. It was like they got tossed on the floor or something. Cancer is up. Thanks, guys, for hitting like. I do appreciate it. And thank you. I didn't get to say, because I was on this reading for a while. Thank you, Mitzi, for starting off the donation train. Guys, we are 4 donations away over on YouTube to unlock this collective bonus. So if you would like to unlock that collective bonus, you just got to hit that target, put in a donation, and you become a sponsor for this evening. Cancer is up. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see who is coming your way for May. Miles apart. Even though you're physically apart, you're deeply emotionally entangled. Long distance love is never easy, but it's not impossible. So this is a connection here who Well, it's a long distance connection. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to not work here for you. Thank you, Diane. Appreciate it. Thank you for your donation. We are now 3 away. Miles apart. I do feel like this has to do with meeting somebody here who's not in your vicinity. Okay. Let's see how you're showing up. How is Cancer showing up? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. How is Cancer showing up here? Ooh, sad. You're missing somebody. But there's a relationship here that you have your back turned to. I almost feel like you have a connection that you're not really putting into here, Cancer. But you're also facing some disappointments of something not working out, and it's not this connection, right? I think the connection here, the Two of Cups, is the one that's miles apart. All right, let's see how potential lovers perceive you, Cancer. Two of Pentacles. Well, I think you go back and forth a lot. I don't know. I don't know if you had a choice of two lovers or you were not over a certain connection here when another connection came in. But you're not in any of these connections right now, Cancer. I think that the individuals here are seeing you getting out of a connection here, trying to gain your footing again. Maybe you are paying more attention here to, work, the practical things in life. I think people view you as someone here who's a hard worker, who's been through a lot, is trying to balance themselves out, is just working on their strength, on their core strength here. Some of you just financially. All right. What is the energy here responding to you the most? The type of person or energy being drawn in now? Four of Swords. So this is somebody here from who's in the distance here. But it's almost like it's frozen in time. There's a separation here. But I also feel like this person here has some truth. This person here is grieving, but they also are they're not here to make the move. This is a person here who feels like they were put on hold. Now you can flip the narrative if you have to, but it's coming off as your energy here where you have someone here who feels like they were put on hold, but they've already spoken the truth of how they feel about you, Cancer. But maybe you weren't ready to be open to this connection. Maybe because you were hoping for another connection to come back, or you're just grieving a connection here. You weren't ready for this to come in. Friend zoned. Okay. Reversals are now up. Where is this energy coming from for Cancer? This is an individual who I feel knows that you're balancing a lot, could be dealing with a Libra, but I also feel that they express that when you're ready, let them know. But this is an individual who's not chasing you. Maybe at one point they opened up to say, hey, what's a possibility? I do feel like you were friends with this individual. Good friends with this individual, but it could be, and I know this is very specific, so check out your other placements in your chart if not, but it could be because this is long distance, It's like, how will we make it work? But this is an individual here who still stands in their truth. I'm also seeing that with the Four of Swords and this sword is there could have been some confrontation here about a situation or an individual. You could have met this person while you were in another connection that was going sour or toxic. I feel for some of you, this person here may have even said it. I hear, you picked the wrong one. I feel like this person here gave you a truth serum of some sort. They did. current status of this connection here? The 10 of Swords here reverse. So this is something here where an individual is not chasing you, but is it too late to open up to that? Some of you are like, no, I could never even look at that. I'm still grieving over a relationship here that I really wanted or anticipated it to be. I just feel this energy here that this person has been in and out of your life, but one of the main issues that almost look like the word Matt here. I just looked at that. I was like, does that say Matt on there? That may be significant as a name, but it doesn't have to be. But I just feel this energy here of an individual who didn't like a connection that you were already in and may have spoken up about it, but there's disappointment here of like, no, I chose this. This is who I want. This is who I want to be with. But it's that relationship didn't work out for you. So this month there's some loss here. Ooh. Now the High Priestess energy here, then this is interesting what this is servicing now. It's not that this person is coming back to say, I told you so. I feel like there's going to be more that is revealed here this month about this individual, because some of you may have felt that this person was angry at you for choosing another direction. And it's not that. This is a person here who was actually respectful. And some of you, I know I'm going to lose it because they're like, nope, that person wasn't respectful for me. But no, I feel this is an energy of someone here who was respectful, wasn't going to try to chase you while you were in another connection. What they truly desire with you, 2 of Swords here, reverse, to open communication with them. This person doesn't see how they can communicate here with you, but some of you need to hear this because you've been in denial that there is somebody here who actually does care about you, has had your back for quite some time. And this is an individual here who wants to open that up here with you, Cancer. All right. But this is also an individual here who's not going to tip the scales in any sense. They may not even know you're out of a connection. Their likely next move this month here for you, well, the moon here reverse tells me is that this person is not coming out. There's a lot of illusions here. There's a lot of fear, but it doesn't mean that they're not watching you. So if you posted something here or there's sadness here, they're a little bit confused. They may even try to personalize it saying, is that message for me? When you may be talking about the ex who's recently left your life. But this is an individual here who's part of your pack already. I think you two are really good friends. But there is some, with Pisces energy, I feel like there's distance here between the two of you, completely at a completely different location for some. Potential direction if pursued. We have the Page of Pentacles here reversed. So this tells me that whatever offer was put on the table was rejected. So this is a Cancer here who rejected this offer at one point, maybe because you weren't ready, maybe because you just never saw it that way. But this is an individual here who's definitely in your energy as you grieve. Okay. And sending my love to you guys for those of you grieving. Is new love coming your way? Not right now, because I feel this Cancer here is grieving a relationship that is not in the picture, and I don't think it's this individual. It's another. Advice here for you. 9 of Cups. This is about your fulfillment. God, this is so hard because I feel right now you were grieving a relationship that you thought was your ever after was going to be the one that lasted, and it didn't turn out the way that it is. I almost feel like a 4 of Cups energy. But Spirit is saying sometimes wish fulfillment doesn't come in a package that we anticipate. And it's not saying you need to open up communication here with this individual. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But there is this thing that if you do want to talk to this person or open it up, this is a person here who would hear you out. or be there for you. They're not in any rush here because they know that you are grieving. So I don't think this, it's almost like mending a relationship, like mending a friendship first before diving into anything romantic right now, because this is for a Cancer here who is single, but they're grieving here a loss for a relationship that just didn't work out. It's definitely taught you massive boundaries though. But no new love here for this month. Sending you guys so much love though. All right, guys, if this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's always more messages on the other side. And if that didn't resonate, you can always check your other signs. Sometimes these readings, guys, can get very specific, okay? Leo is up. Leo is up. Thanks again, Diane, for that donation. I do appreciate it a lot. We are now 3 donations, guys, away on YouTube. We are 3 donations away from getting a collective bonus unlocked here for you. Leo is up. Yes, make sure you check your other placements, guys. All right, Leo, my lions. What's going on here for love for you? Love lessons. Don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. Okay, so you've been through some harsh lessons here, but I almost feel this energy of getting out of the baggage, but we'll see. We'll let the cards play that out. But you've definitely have been through a spiritual spanking of some sort with the last connection. How are you showing up right now? Are you open to love? Remember, no reversals here. 6 of Pentacles. You're hanging amongst reciprocities here, so it feels like friends. If you're getting out here with friends where it's mutual, casual, surface. That's where you feel safe right now. And it's not saying you're looking for 50-50 or Dutch. You're just looking for something that feels well balanced here for you. So, and that's good. That's good energy here. It should start with that energy, right? So how you're showing up right now is I'm open, but I may not be open like for a long-term commitment right now. I'm open to get to know someone casually and see where it goes. Okay. How are potential lovers perceiving you here this month? The Hermit. Okay. Virgo energy. Okay, so you're kind of a lone wolf. You're an individual here who may goes out with friends and then you hang out with them for a little bit and then it's like, okay, time for me to go. And you're kind of on your own. So there's a mysterious side to you. You kind of keep to yourself. Individuals are like, what's up with Leo? Right? But how they perceive you as someone here who is been through lessons, has been hurt in love before, a creature of habit. You're an individual here who finds the comforts of home, or maybe you're kind of individual who's like, yep, I go to work and I go home and I sleep and I eat and that's it. That's what I do. But, I do feel like there's family and friends around you, but you value your alone time. You're very much an introvert. Okay. Thank you, Papa. Appreciate the donation. You're 2 away now, guys. The energy responding to you in this Hermit energy. Oh. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is here. Destiny calls. It's also interesting that Destiny card here is kind of like the Grim Reaper. Kind of almost feel this energy of death coming forward here, even though it's not really represented in this. But I feel, it does have some Scorpio energy. We have Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus as well. But There's something here about the right timing, meeting this person here by chance. There's a run-in coming in this month here with you, Leo. A run-in. You're running into somebody. Okay. Like, fancy to see you here. Where is this energy here coming from? Reversals are now up. King of Wands here. King of Wands here is reverse. Well, this is an individual. It's a little bit of a show off. Also a fellow fire sign, very fiery. Could also be a Leo here, but Aries, Sagittarius here is coming here too. But I also feel someone has some arrogance. Someone is kind of a hot shot. And if this is not a male, this is a female here who's like, I get what I want. Kind of comes off as, goody two shoes, very confident in their moves that they make, cares of how they look. They're not ugly. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. Current status of this connection. Oh, God. 5 of Cups here reversed. So, fancy. I think you're running into somebody here from your past. I hate to say it. All right. It's like fancy seeing you here. But this is also an individual here who you may have turned up or turned over, rejected here, Leo. But here's the thing. This is an individual here who does not like to lose. They just simply don't. They don't like to lose. This is a person here who wants to reconnect, flirt with you. I don't know. Some of you, this was just seriously, it was so service. It was just about sex for some of you. This is a connection here where it was like, it was a rebound connection for some of you. But I do feel like someone here is rebounding, coming through with a lot of sexual desire here for you. It's almost like predator and prey energy here. But here's the thing. You've learned a lot of lessons. Okay. You have. Why is this servicing now? I would say a test. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles, because they feel the loss of you. They're curious. This individual is going to lay it on thick with sensual kind of energy here with you. Flirtatious, sexy DMs. I feel like it's an individual here who might be like, I miss you. Let's get together. There's also this energy here of this person here is feeling the loss. They could be bored, wanting to see if you're still available. Leo. What they truly desire with you. 4 of Cups. They're bored. They are bored. I hate to say it. They're bored, but they're over fantasizing it here too because they feel the loss of you. So you do have a rebound coming about, or an individual here who's just in it for the sex. Just simple as that. All right. There's no depth to this relationship. And I think that's how this individual sees you, as someone here who does like depth to connection, but there's just something, it just didn't work out. But for you, the reason it's coming back around is they're bored. They're bored. Right. It's like, can I still have access to Leo? Their next likely move this month. Look at this coming towards you. You're the move. You're showing up as the hermit. This is something here that they want to tackle. They see you as a loner, but they also see someone here who could feel casual. Like I said, because you were kind of coming off as a casual person. So maybe that's why they think that they can come in now, because, you don't want any depth to a connection. So they're like, oh, well, maybe enough time has passed that now we can reconnect or rekindle some of the passion or the lust energy that I'm feeling. So this person is definitely lusting after you, Leo, this month. Can't believe we got the Hermit twice. The reason they're coming forward is you. Why this is surfacing now here, the Knight of Pentacles here, because they're bored. This person here is a time waster. I'm so sorry, Leo. It just simply is. Right? They also might be having some money problems here too. That's how you'll know. Okay. Some kind of instability here. Could be a loss of a job or financial issues because of a past lover. It's that kind of energy. What to remember with this individual coming up here next month? Yeah, it's the Ace of Wands. It's purely about lust. Okay. It's all about lust. This person here is wanting to have some one-on-one time with just you in the bedroom. How to align with true love here. Now, here's interesting. You got two aces. Okay. Now, the Ace of Cups here is how to align to new love. And this is telling you that, listen, because you've been soul searching, because you've been working on yourself, you are going to get people coming out from under the woodwork. It just simply is, because you have a lot to offer. But here's the test. You don't have to give that cup to everybody. You can wish them love and light and peace and get the hell out, right? But it's up to you if you want to be open to this, because I don't tell everybody what to do. It's Spirit saying, here's your test. Are you going to remember your worth? Who are you going to share and care that love with? Because the focus should be on new love right now for you. All right. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up next. Gun Guy says, everyone lusts for Leo. It's the lions in them. Virgo is up next. You love your Leo. He's all right, except for putting a boat in your bedroom. That's weird. Just saying. Or your family room. Virgo is up. Papa, thank you so much for putting in a donation, guys. We are two targets away. 2 targets away. He better have taken that down. I yelled at him on Facebook. I called him out on it. I was like, what the hell is that doing there? For all of you wondering, there was a picture that Papa had put about him. He got this really nice boat, and he set it up in his living room. And I was like, that doesn't belong in there. But apparently they were having floods, so he was being very precautious and manly. So yeah, I bet. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks, guys, for the love. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate all of you, whether you're on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. Virgo, singles. What's going on here with you? Ooh, bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you. It's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. All right. There's a specific connection here that you're hoping this is for. And Spirit's saying, nope, not this month. But that's not a bad thing. Let's see how, there's just, that connection's not ready here for you. How is Virgo showing up, Spirit? Yeah, I think you're realizing this. I mean, the mask here is like you're looking at other options, you're overwhelmed, you're still carrying that sorrow here of woe is me, I think you're comparing a lot when it comes to others, but you know that you have to be open to other connections. Doesn't necessarily mean you're ready for it, but you're definitely at that fine line. How are lovers here, potential lovers here, evaluating you, Virgo, this month? Death. Yeah. See that death? Scorpio energy. You have individuals here who know that you are disappointed about a past connection, that you are going through a great transformation. But this rebirth energy doesn't mean like, yeah, I'm going to run into the next connection. It's just how people view you or seeing you right now is that you're going through an ending. You're going through an ending. And so you may be grieving. There's another sign that got something similar to this. Hello, Christina. Welcome. The energy responding to you right now. Judgment. It's not new love. I think you have individuals, you might be entertaining, just seeing what's out there, maybe going on dating profiles, but not necessarily, connecting or hooking up in that level, going on the date. It just could be just DMs or getting to know somebody online. But some of you, it's not that at all. Okay. You're just simply going through an ending and you are realizing that this is not going to happen on your time. And some of you were like, I don't know if I can be open to love again, but yet here I am listening to a love reading. But judgment here is a final decision. And so someone here has made a final decision here on this connection as of now, meaning that it's just the two of you aren't working in this, working it out right now. Okay. Going different directions. That's what's happening right now. Where this energy is coming from. This is the past person still in your energy. Just simply is singles. Sorry. It just is. You still have somebody here from the past. I think that you are slowly disconnecting from them. Could have even blocked them. They may have even blocked you. Or maybe you're just realizing that, you're not choosing one another in that sense. They may have chosen another connection here too for some of you. Right? The world here tells me there's unfinished business. There's something for some of you that you feel like they'll be back around again. But this month, there's a confusion here of will I even want them back around again? Current status of this connection here, Knight of Cups. Yeah. Some of you are just reevaluating that and seeing what else is out there because you're seeing how other individuals do give you so much more than this person ever gave you. I feel like this is a month here that when you do find yourself going out, whether it's with friends or family, that there are people here who have compassion, who have love for you, who are offering way more than what this person could ever have offered you. And so that's kind of the truth serum this month here for you. Do I see you opening up to someone romantically this month? No, your boundaries are super high and your walls are super high here when it comes to an individual. And if you do hear back from this person, I don't see you entertaining it. Not this Virgo. I feel like this Virgo here is getting a taste here of other connections that are more important to them or starting to realize people value them more than this person did. Okay. It feels like that. What this person here truly desires here, Two of Cups. It's not that this person didn't want this connection. They just wanted it on their timing. So that's why you're getting the bad timing card here. Either they're involved in another connection or they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Mutually, there's a lot of love here when it comes to how this bond was, but the two of you could never get on the same page. There was always something in the way or someone. Their next likely move this month here, the Sun, to work on their happiness. Some of you may even see some things here about them being another connection, how they quickly moved on, and that may piss you off. It may piss you off a little bit. But the direction here you're pursuing with the King of Wands energy is that you're realizing that this person here is arrogant, feisty, a show off, is very egotistical, has to prove their point, could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because there's a lot of fire energy here. But reversed here is an individual here who's trying to show you that it's their way or the highway. And so I think this month here, you're putting up your guard, you're healing. You're healing from an individual here. You may feel that they fumbled you, but what to remember, singles? Knight of Swords. Listen, there's this energy here of you being the false one, or being made fun of, or pointing out that you were the problem, but this is all in your head. This is all in your head, Spirit is saying. There's a lot of anxiety here about a mask, and you're dropping your mask. You're being authentic. How to align with love this month here. Lean on family. Lean on friends. Be in the connections here that mean the most to you. Some of you, it's a child. And if you had a child with this individual and you have to deal with them soon, the best thing you got out of it was the kid. But this month here is about family, friends, community, support, love. No, there's not new love here, but I feel like it's not even bad timing here. It's just bad timing if this person tries to come back, because I feel like you're in a healing phase. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side, and Harmonia Friends community. And if you want to book something private, you most certainly can over at my website. We're going to move on to Libra. Libra is next. We have Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries up. But don't forget, we are 2 stars away, or 2 donations, or 2 targets away on YouTube. 2 targets away on YouTube. So if we get 2 more donations, we will unlock the collective bonus. We're doing good on timing. It's only been an hour in. How's everybody liking the new timing of this too? Everything now has been pushed to 6 p.m. moving forward, including the Fridays. Well, it starts like earlier is better for me. Yeah, we are going to be getting closer to our summer. I'll be taking summer hours after, towards the end of May, towards Memorial Day, and we will be switching the lives. Friday lives will now eventually be turned into Thursday night lives. There will be no more Friday night lives for the summer months. And the Sunday lives will probably switch over to Saturday mornings, so that I can have more of my summertime festivities outside and stuff. I love being outside, so thanks, Star, for representing Twitch over there. I don't know who's left over there, but I appreciate you. Nancy's like, I love it early. I get it. I get it. I love it too, especially on a weekday. Libra. Who's got Libra on their chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My Libra singles, where you at? Where my scales at? Let's see if love is coming your way. What to expect in love for this month. Libra, what to expect in love this month for my singles. No strings attached. It starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred. Huh. It's almost like this is casual, pretending everything's okay. It's not too serious, enjoying each other's company. But is something going to get blurred about this, or has it already been blurred? Is this a situationship situation? Okay, could be, or becoming that. Someone may develop feels. How is Libra showing up, Spirit? How is Libra showing up? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Oh, you're showing up very romantic. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, dreamy. You're a really good listener. You're compassionate. You're intuitive. Graceful. Quiet. Reserved, but reserved in a way with compassion. Just very heartfelt, right? You're showing up as someone here with an open heart. You don't necessarily give all of your emotions free. You're very loving. You're very sincere this month. Okay. Let's see how those potential lovers perceive you. This Libra. Well, Libra's kind of a flirt anyway. Libra's a flirty sign, right? I can say that because I'm a Libra. But we got the star energy Aquarius. How people are viewing you is just gorgeous. There's a lot of people who want to get to know Libra this month. You're getting a lot of attention, but I think that you're being very nice, very sincere to individuals, a really good listener, and people like how just authentic and honest and vulnerable you are. Now, it's not saying that you give everything away, because you wouldn't do that, but the vulnerability comes in with how grounded you are. You know, you see how things have a ripple effect. There's understanding. Nobody's perfect, right? So you really can see perspectives. You perceive from both sides. Perception's really big with you. People see that, you don't judge a book by a cover. You get to know individuals, and you can have really deep heart-to-heart conversations. And I feel with that star energy, with Aquarius energy, you're very intellectual. That's your love language. Good conversations. The energy responding to you this month coming up for May. Libra. What? What? We have the King of Cups here and the Queen of Cups. Do we have a match? There's a match here. There's a deep connection here. This person here mirrors back a lot of the same things that how I just said about you. Now, they're kind of you're showing up as more of the masculine energy here, which is kind of that protector energy, where this individual, it's not saying you're not intuitive, but this person here is very open to getting to know you and receptive. This is a person here who would say, "Tell me more, Libra. Tell me more." Okay. There's a match here, guys. Libras have a match this month. Where this energy is coming from, reversals are now up. Oh my gosh. Well, I definitely feel there is some past with this individual. Now, it does not necessarily mean it's an ugly past with an individual here that you hate and did you dirty and you wish them dead. I'm not saying that you would be that. My Harmonia people will be like that. But the Six of Cups tells me that this person here feels very familiar to you. Now, some of you, the reason you can have some of those deep conversations is like, I feel like I've known you my whole life. Well, that's because you've known each other more than this lifetime. Okay. This is definitely a soulmate. I feel the reason this is coming up here is there's just this, it's time. It's time for this connection. Some of you, it's time for this reconnection. Some of you, it is a rekindle. Okay. Current status of this connection here. The Hierophant, man, you too have a strong bond, Taurus energy. But I also feel like I just heard spiritual spouse. So this is beyond this timeline. And some of you, this is going to be too far off for you, and I get it. But there's a lot of spiritual lessons with this connection. The two of you could have very different cultural belief systems. But when it comes to faith here, it's also that the two of you match each other very well. So there's a lot of lessons involved in here. This usually has some guidance, like student teacher dynamic. But the reason the two of you connect so well is because you learn a lot from each other. You evolve a lot from one another. Okay. Why is this surfacing now here? Ace of Cups here, reverse. It's surfacing now because at the time when the two of you connected, whether it was in this lifetime or the last, the two of you were going through self-worth issues, and both of you were marrying rejection. Both of you were dealing with an abandonment wound, whether it was this lifetime or because you've dealt with this person from the past before. Okay. But you'll know if this individual is someone here that you've dealt with before, or if it's just this energy. So the reason this person is coming up now is because there's you guys are looking at things based on conditions that are now becoming unconditional. All right. It's accepting each other's differences. Really understanding that you evolve from one another. And I feel like the no strings attached for some of you is that there may be fear of attachment. Maybe someone here, if this is a past individual, was fearful of commitment. You could have been dealing with a commitment phobe, but maybe if this was a karmic past scenario here from a past life, this person here could have done you dirty and not been taking the relationship serious, right? So the reason you two are connecting here, it may feel like that continued story here of push and pull. It's like, is this just casual? Are we more than just friends? I feel there's a question here of what are we this month? Because there's opposites that are attracting in this connection. I mean, I do feel a lot of romance here. What they truly desire here with you. We have the High Priestess here reverse. It's not a card here of like blocking intuition. With reversed in here, it's something here about listening to their heart, listening to their intuition, and also not holding back with secrets. So this person here wants to open up to this connection. And if this is a new connection that feels like it's old, this could be someone here who says to you, I want to treat this relationship different. I'm usually someone here who's kind of goes back and forth between being in a commitment and not, because I've been hurt really bad in the past. But I don't want to hold back to you that I'm not necessarily fully on ready for commitment. Okay. So I feel like there's that like openness about it, if this is someone who's new. All right. It's like, I can't promise you anything right now. The next likely move this month here, 10 of Pentacles. I really feel it's the two of you spending a lot of time with one another. Okay. Some of you work with this individual or you just work well with them. Others of you, it could be this reunion energy here, but still some unfinished business. Okay. Not necessarily ready to be fully committed here with you, but is also realizing and evaluating here some of the commitment issues that they brought to the table to begin with. But they absolutely recognize this connection as being spiritual now here. Some of you tried to tell this person before and they didn't believe you. For some of you. Potential direction if pursued. We have the Two of Pentacles here reversed. I feel all masks going to be dropped. I don't feel like strings will be attached. I feel like towards the end of the month here, it's either you're in it and you're evolving and, there's no more juggling, or you say, no, I'm not accepting that. It could go either way for the collective here, right? But there is a strong bond with this individual, deep connection. It's just feels so familiar here to you, very sensual. But some of you, it's because someone here is ready to drop the mask here and, you know, be in a commitment here with you. Others of you, they're dropping the mask here and taking responsibility here for not being committed here to you and still wanting to have that with you, that connection. But some of you aren't going to accept it. Advice here for you. What to remember. Ooh. What to remember here, Libra, with the Ace of Wands. Well, I can tell you right now with the Ace of Wands, it's a very sexual card, right? But it's also very passionate, has a lot of desire, and it takes two. This is a baton here that you pass on. So if the two of you choose to do this, it's going to take a great amount of strength to keep the consistency of this going. All right. It's not going to be a honeymoon with this person here. It's evolving. It's growing. It's, you know, back and forth here. It's never really at the same pace. So there's a lot of heat and intensity when it comes to this connection. And some of you can make it work. Others will not be able to do it. All right. Final card here for you is how to align to love this month here is with clear communication. Some of you, it's very assertiveness, ask questions, and some of you simply just put your boundaries. You don't have to over explain. If your reaction is no, this doesn't feel right to me, or I don't want to have strings attached, then cut the tie, cut the cord, and leave it. Don't keep revisiting it, right? Because this is a person here who wants to consistently revisit it. All right, that's what I got here for you, Libra. If this connected to you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages over at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, simply go to my website to do so. We're going to move on to Scorpio next. Scorpio is up. Guys, we are two donations away from unlocking the collective bonus. So if you got through all your signs and you're seeing if there's a chance here for another reading because they didn't resonate with you, you might get that with a collective reading. You never know. Or if you want a chance for deepening the reading, might be some more to that story. And that happens a lot. I've heard people sometimes, they say, you know what? I had my sun sign. It was totally on target, and it was like a continuation story on my moon sign. So that does happen to some individuals if they're honed into it. Scorpio is up. Spirit, what do we got going on here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How is love looking for them, for my singles? Same mistake, Scorpio. Different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. Oh boy. So this is an individual here. If it is someone from the past, it's going to be repeating a mistake. But if it's someone here who's new, it's going to be like, why do I keep attracting the same individuals? Let's see how you're showing up. Six of Swords. Well, emotionally, you're being through it. You are definitely leaving the past behind. You are trying to be more grounded and take control. But sometimes you just got to go with the flow. So right now, as the Six of Swords, you are moving away from your past. It's not something here that you want to return to. It's just something where it's like you got to go with the flow. You got to go through the emotions. It's not easy, but the Scorpio is doing it. Some of you are grieving. Some of you are angry, upset. How are potential lovers currently perceiving Scorpio? The Empress. Wow. These individuals here see you very mature. Doesn't matter if you're a masculine here. With the Empress energy of all four queens in one, it's about your worth. It's about your creation. It's about wanting something more, and you deserve better. You treat people with respect and value, individuals and connections who mirror that back to you. You know, you're not perfect. The Empress is not perfect, but the Empress has had time, has had wisdom, and has had experiences here to let them be as authentic as they are. So people view you as very mature. You may have been in a serious relationship. You may be a parent. You may be an entrepreneur of some sort here, but you care a lot about individuals. You care about people. And so people see that about you. They do. The energy here that's drawing to you, the Six of Cups here. So there is a particular individual. It is somebody here from your past. You do have a deep connection with this person. Some of you may have children with this individual, or you've just had a connection where you always thought they'd be part of your life. I think this person is watching you move on. Yeah. What they truly desire with you this month. You're not going to like this, but I just got to say what it is. Pisces energy. They're pissed. They don't want to see you like this. So you do have the energy of somebody here who was used to you always being in the same meadow as them, but they are ticked off and making up fantastical stories here about this journey that you are moving away from. They may even be changing the narrative here as you are the villain. You are the villain. Current status of this connection here, Chariot. Well, you're moving on. You're feeling better. You're just looking good, but also you don't care about games. You don't want to play any more games. You're taking stock of your life. And there's something here about this summer that is coming up. We're not too far. I know we're in spring, but there's something here about this summer which really going to take this individual off. There could be a relocation. There could be a big move. There could be a big promotion here coming on for you. Something's going to go in your favor in a really big way. But it's something that this person's lying about because they want to say that you're the problem. And some of you are like, I'm just over this. I just want to get, new love. But here, they're in your energy this month here because you are still moving through it. Now, we have the Eight of Wands here reversed. Will this person here try to communicate with you? Not necessarily, but you may run into scenarios that if you are open to love, that they mirror a lot of this individual. Like you're like, wait a minute, I've been through this before. Or this is exactly how my ex used to be. Okay. You might be cutting people off right and left this month here. As soon as you feel the signs of it, you're like, nope, luck. I'm not going the distance on that one. I already chased that before. What they truly desire here, if this isn't someone from the past, you got a person here who's coming up who's very similar to your past, very, very similar, who's hoping that you'll be foolish, you'll listen to the love bombing, that you won't see through the rose-colored glasses. But here's the thing. You've been through this foolish behavior before. So if you do catch yourself in a new connection this month, you're going to get the red flags right off the bat. And this is where it says here, different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. And there's something here about choosing something differently. Now, it's not going to happen quickly here for you to choose differently. Now, some of you are like, no, well, I just won't take a date. That's fine, whatever. But eventually you're going to have to test it out. Choose it differently where it's trusting yourself differently. The next likely move this month here. Look, 3 of Cups. I see you getting out. I see you hanging out with friends, being excited, being happy, but also individuals wanting to take advantage of that because you are such a good time. You are going through a glow up of some sort. And this would be a great time here during the glow up phase if it is a past connection here to return. It might, it doesn't have to be, you know? But I do see you having a great month with just connections, you know, testing, but testing in a good way. Potential if pursued here, 7 of Pentacles. You can't be too focused on these individuals. You're not taking love connections too serious this month because in the long run, when one sets ground, when one actually puts the work into it and actually is committed to it and willing to go through this, I don't know why I want to say trials or tests. I don't know if you're testing individuals left and right now. And it's like, if they get up to 5, then maybe I'll talk to them. But there's something here about testing. And there's just this energy here. Well, I can't take anybody serious until I vet them out. And so I see you actually vetting individuals out. Even if you're not dating, it just could be vetting people out in your life here too. Friends, you know, people in your community who you're spending time with. You know, it's just like you're starting to see this person show up in other connections. That's what it is. It's not just love. So, you know, you're really focused on your stability. You don't want any funny business. Not this month. Not this Scorpio. What to remember this month? Okay, listen. See that 3 of Cups? This is what's happening this month. There's disappointment here. It's like they're all the same. Or, nobody here is appeasing me. There is an opportunity. Now, is it here this month? No. Not necessarily. But Spirit's saying start shifting your mindset. And here's how. Okay. Start thanking yourself here for doing the vetting or having the proper boundaries, but also being open to, you know how like, you know, I always use the Goldilocks complex where you have to try something out. But what you're doing is you're weeding out all of the scenarios here to get you closer to the actual connection that's going to really be the one. All right. And it's going to come out when you're not anticipating it or expecting it. So if you're expecting love this month, it ain't coming. All right. It's just not in that level. All right. You are going right now through this is your card. You're going through a massive transformation, but also a huge glow up when it comes to your stability. And yes, you are weeding out people, scenarios, wounded behaviors of yourself that is allowing you to evolve and be the individual that is ready and open to receive the actual one, the true love. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages at the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Mitzi's claiming it. I don't blame you. I mean, it's not a bad reading. You're just weeding out the stuff. You're getting closer and closer to love, right? Sagittarius is up. Saggies. Wow, Mitzi, you got a promotion and moving? Wow, congratulations to you. Oh, God. Isn't it wild how that's always become the problem? It's usually the person here who actually keeps to themselves and minds their own business is the one who's actually doing all right. While the other one is just projecting who they actually are. We got a roll call here. Who's on YouTube? Who's on Facebook? Who's on Twitch? Where are you guys all at? It's still early. It's still early. If this was my regular live, I would be just starting. I don't blame you. That's awesome. Star's like, I'm here. I'm still supporting Twitch. We'll get them. Your activity helps the Twitch channel in a big way, Star. Just being there. Even if it's lonely. But hopefully more people jump in. There's a couple that jumped in. All right. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Saggy singles. What's in store for you in love? Emotional safety. You don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. Okay. There's a lot of care in this connection. Hey, Roger. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Let's see how you're showing up, Sagittarius. No reversals on initial story play. Six of Pentacles. You know, another sign got this. I forget which sign. But how you're showing up is someone who's very friendly, sincere, a very good worker. You know, I just feel in you're hanging around friends the most, or family. Friends or family. Your circle is small right now, but you're spending time and energy with reciprocity. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be 50-50, but it's a relationship where you can feel that it's worth your time and effort. And that's how you're showing up. You're a really good friend. You're a hard worker. For some of you, it's work related, but you're just full all around. You're there. Family's important to you. Okay. How are your potential lovers perceiving you here this month, Sagittarius? Four Cups. Disappointed. Nervous. Fantasy driven. Oh. You know, I think there's a potential love here. But I actually think there's more than one. I mean, it said potential lovers here. So I think there's been a couple of individuals circling around you. But there may be fear of intimacy. The Sagittarius may be afraid to open up, is afraid of being taken advantage of. Could have been because of past hurts. Okay. Let's see the strongest energy that is responding to you this month. Page of Swords. Well, someone who's been watching you. New energy. This could be somebody here you work with or you know through friends. I don't think that this person here has a deep connection with you yet. I think they're kind of like, what's Sagittarius's story? Why are they so nervous? Like, why are they single? I mean, I don't feel like they're asking you why you're single. I think they might be asking other people, why are they single? They seem like such a put together person. Like they're really good company. But there's this person here is evaluating some past hurts. Reversals are now up. Where this energy is coming from, I feel like this is a person here who's not typically in your circle. You could have met this person, like I said, through mutual friends, some of you online, some of you are gamers, okay? But the world here could be a distance here where you could also be with friends traveling. Could have met this person here through traveling. But there's just this energy here where this person feels that they've known you before. And I don't feel like they've known you before in this lifetime. There's just this familiarity about you. And they would just like to get to know you, but you're always in a circle. You're always around these individuals. So this person hasn't had one-on-one time with you yet. They've been through you, around you, through mutual individuals, some of you coworkers, some of you school. Current status of this connection. The Knight of Wands. There's attraction. There's a lot of flirting. There's definitely on both sides, but there's this in and out energy. And so it confuses this individual because they don't know if you're serious, you're playing games, or if you've just been really, really hurt. So I think the two of you, even though you may be like two ships passing through the night or passing each other in the hallways or passing each other at work or hearing about each other in chat rooms or whatever it is, you're not necessarily always in the same room. But when you are in the room together, it's quite obvious the two of you are flirting. It just is. And people are like, huh, those two get hit it off really well. But then the connection goes gone in a snap. And then it's like, because you guys don't see each other regularly, or you don't talk to each other regularly, or you don't hang out with each other regularly. You may ask about each other through mutual friends. Why this is surfacing now? Ooh, because there's this, like, why don't we hang out more? I hear through other people how great we are, but it's like, why are they asking through so-and-so? Why don't we get together? I feel like there's other individuals here who are like, why are like you two should get together. Okay. I think there's mutual people around you that are encouraging this connection, whether it's friends, family, but it's quite obvious that the two of you would hit it off very, very well if you had the time to just hang out. And maybe I just saw blended families. So it's almost like, maybe your kids go to the same school or something like that. And, you see them at sport games or things like that. I'm giving a couple different examples of how you can know this individual, but there's something here about blending the families, blending the friends. And then all of a sudden it's like, why don't you just two go out or, make something a little bit more official and intimacy, setting a date. What they truly desire here with you, Sagittarius, the Nine of Swords. This person here truly desires for you to drop the eggshells because remember, it says here, you don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. This individual here feels that you are frightened to open up or to be authentically yourself, and they like you. They like you. I mean, they've been around you enough to see surface level how you interact with people, but they want to see the walls come down. They want to see you open up. They don't want you to worry about, that you have to be perfect or look a certain way. And I feel like for some reason, some of you guys have run into this individual when you look your worst and you're like, I can't believe I ran into them. Like, I look like crap today. And it's like, this person's like, you still look like $100 to me. There's just this energy. They like you. Their next likely move to you this month here, Two of Cups. Be prepared. I feel like there's going to be a deepening of this bond. All right. And I think it may be like nervous jitters in the beginning, but I think that you two are going to laugh about this because it's like, what took us so long? And it had to do with nerves, and that was being mirrored back here into this. But this person here is very much a loving, sincere person, very endearing. Potential direction here of this connection, Three of Wands. Now, there could be something, because I see the World here, something about different schedules or having to drive a distance. So this could be a long distance connection, or it could be something about something that's taboo, like you work together, like I said, or there's just different shifts, different schedules where it's going to take some work and effort. But this is an individual here who is evaluating the obstacles and says, this is worth the risk. This is worth the obstacle. This is worth going the distance. We can make this work. So I do feel like there's someone here who's willing to put the effort in here with you. If you can be open to this, Saggy. What to remember here for yourself when it comes to this person? Look at this. You got the World again. You got the World again. We have Taurus, we have Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio energy. Something here is about to really come full circle with this connection. Open up. And this person's going to treat you entirely different than ever you've been treated before. You will feel very safe. You will feel very much at home with this person. Okay. And for some of you, this is long distance. Okay. 9 of Cups. Look at this. This is wish fulfillment. Claim this. Who's got Saggy in their chart right now? You should be claiming this. Okay. I think this is a really deep connection here. This is potentially someone here that you can build an everlasting connection here with. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, or if you want to claim it, and go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Capricorn next. We still have Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and the bonus left. But don't forget, we just are two targets away. 2 targets away from unlocking the collective bonus this evening. So if we get it, guys, we'll unlock it. We still got time. Aries is last, so we're only on Aquarius now. We always get people who come in at the tail end. Yeah, that's okay. You got Papa to donate. He counts. Capricorn. Capricorn is up. All right, Cappies. What deck is this? This one? It's in my, go into my description. The link is in there. It's the star one. No, I'm sorry. It's the Guardian Golden Wheel one. Your star. It's in there. It should be in there. It should say Golden Wheel. I changed it. Did it not go in there? It might not be in my, I might have not put it in my favorite deck yet, but it's definitely, I list them. Every deck that I use in every live, I always listen to descriptions. Always, for you guys. It's not always in the storefront, but it's there. I have to move it over there. I usually do that at the end of the week. That's a pretty new deck. I like that deck too. I just got it. That's why it's not in the store yet. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Singles, in love. See what's going on here for you. The single life, that's what's going on here for you. Well, we know that already, Spirit. Embrace your independence, expand your horizon, and enjoy the solo journey. When you're your best self, you attract the best. So this is what I feel like straight off the bat, this month is the month here of just being open to love. Just being open to love. You don't have to give all of your cards away. Some of you aren't quite ready yet to, try putting yourself back out to dating. I think a lot of you are newly single. And for those of you who've been single for quite some time, it's just being open to it. Let's see how you're showing up. No reversals here. Strength. This is a big deal for you this month. Leo energy. You're showing up as confident. You're putting your big boy or big girl pants on. You're getting in the car. You're going out much more this month. This is a month here where you may be encouraged here to date yourself a little bit. And I always say that's actually the best thing that you can do is take yourself out on dates. Not just running errands, take yourself out on dates. And it may feel uncomfortable for you to do so, but get used to it, because the more comfortable you are with yourself, the more you are attracting individuals. And do the things that you want to do where your partner would want to enjoy it too. Okay. So do the thing, like hang out the places that light you up, and you never know. That's how you meet like-minded people. And just be open to it. And it's not saying you have to say, I'm single, with a giant name tag on. But let's see how others are perceiving you for potential love offers here for the month of May for Capricorn. Yeah, a little bit cold, a little bit rough. King of Swords. I feel with this oh, hold on, my mic just went. My battery just went, so give me a second. It should kick in. Hopefully this kicks in. Does it kick in? Yeah, here we go. The King of Swords, you're coming up as Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You're very assertive. You know funny business. You're holding on to the sword here. You got really high boundaries. So some people see you as coming off as cold or workaholic, someone who doesn't get out much. You're very logical. You scan the room. You read people right off the bat. You don't want any funny business. You're just extremely assertive here. Okay, so that's how potential lovers are looking at you, is that you're like, owning your power. Little gruff. Okay. The energy responding to you, the type of person or energy being drawn to this gruff energy right now. 10 of Cups. Well, the people that know what you've been through or respect it are already in your circle. Okay. These are the people here who already have a connection here with you. So, you have some possibilities here of a friendship or someone here who values you, but you may not see it as love right now. Okay. But this person here is very much caring, has a lot of love for you. I just feel that this person here has watched you. Some of you been a single mom, single parent, has watched you single-handedly do everything on your own. But I do feel like you have someone here who loves you very sincerely and deeply. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it has to be romantic love here too. It could just be family, because I also feel this energy here is that you're just coming off as so assertive, you know. And they truly desire here when it comes to love, the Page of Pentacles. This person here truly would love to see you be more open to the possibility of something more. Now, this could also be a good friend who's like, man, I just wish you could see how great you truly are and that you don't have to have your walls up so damn tight. Let me set you up, or, let's just go out or something like that. Could be that too. But you do have someone here, and some of you do have someone here who looks at you romantically, but you may not see them that way. And so they desire for that to be removed. They don't want to just be friends with you, for some of you. Current status of this connection here, 10 of Pentacles. You already see this person here as someone who you value. Okay. We got the 10 of Pentacles twice. There's two storylines here. One of you, your friends and family, would love to see you get out more and not just be in the hands of friends and family. They want to see you hanging out and getting to know new people. Okay. They've maybe even invited you to do things with different individuals. And then there's the other collective here where you have someone who is in your vicinity, already sees you as home, already sees you as an individual that they will want to be with, but you just you don't see them that way. For some of you, you just don't see them that way. Why this is surfacing now? Because there's passion, because there's drive, because you have so much ahead of you. And some of your friends are saying that to you, like, oh my gosh, do you know how amazing you are? You don't, there are people around you who would be, and you might even have people who say that to you, Capricorn. Like, how you have so many people interested in you, but they won't approach you because you just put up this wall of like, no, I don't do love. I'm not, open to love. And then you say to them, oh, I don't have anybody who comes towards me. And it's like, well, you cut their conversations. You're so dry, be more inviting, in that level. So there's this spark or this push for a drive. But others of you, if this is someone here that you've pushed down before, this person's next move is a big move. It's like they're coming in and saying, listen, I'm going to give this my last hurrah, but I'm going to show you, like, at least give me a shot, give me a chance. And you may be pleasantly surprised by this individual. Really. Like, pleasantly surprised by this person. Yeah. Yeah. And if this is the first collective reading where it's your friends and family who's encouraging you to get out, it's like you work too much. You know, how are you going to have time if you're always working, or always using the excuse of working on yourself? When are you going to have fun? When are you going to let loose? When are you going to go on that vacation? When are you going to take yourself on that date? And others of you, there's an individual who's like, please let me show you. I have put a lot of work and thought into this. This is not someone here who's just trying to get you in the sack. Their next likely move here, or yours. Look at that. Knight of Wands. Here it comes. Thank you, Debbie. Here it comes, or here they come. All right. Some of you, you're just finally, if this is the first collective, it's finally having fun, letting loose, putting yourself out there, whether it's taking yourself on the dates, putting yourself online. It's just, being very playful, joyful, sensual. Some of you are going to get a little lusty. All right. But others of you, if you have an individual here who you've just considered friends the whole time and they are persistent and wanting to do something more here, they're going to show you a wild side to them. Okay, a wild side to them. And there's going to be a lot of passion here. This is not someone here you would consider your type. Where this may lead, if both parties here engage in this, hot. For the first collective here, if you put yourself out there, if you're just open and have fun and excited, you might open here an actual connection here this month. An actual connection here. But, I feel like just because you take yourself out or you finally put yourself out there, you're going to find yourself in a commitment quicker than you anticipate. And if this is a connection where you did not give somebody a shot, and you turned them down because they were not your type, this person is going to blow your mind. And also, the bedroom is going to be hot. This is a person here who not only takes action, they communicate really well, especially in bed. Just saying. Doesn't all have to be talk, but communication is important for sensuality, at least, right? Mm-hmm. What to remember, what other side of this reading here you take, right? Just be careful of your defensiveness, because you come off as gruff. You come off as, I know why I need to protect myself. Defensive. Spirit's saying you don't have to be on guard 24/7. You can ask questions, but be quizzical about it. Watch your communication. Don't stand your ground here. Turn that sword up here and start seeking the truth. Get to know an individual. Ask why. Say, tell me more. Switch your perception, Capricorn. What else do we have here for you? How to align with this love this month. Watch your nerves. Face your fears. You're being asked here to face your fears. All right. You tend to self-sabotage, so you tend to go within. You tend to close yourself off, but then say, I really want love. Well, Spirit's saying to you, if you want to have love, you got to realize love is all around you, but you have to trust yourself here to be open to it. You have to trust yourself that if a connection isn't for you, or if it hurts you, it's not going to be forever. It's just getting you closer to what you really are trying to desire to let in. So there's this need here to face your fears and to watch your self-sabotage when it comes to connections, especially if this is an individual here you've turned down because they're not your typical type. This person is genuine and they're going to genuinely surprise the hell out of you. All right. They're more your type than you anticipate, but I think until after this month, you won't realize that. All right, that's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated or if you want to claim it, go ahead and hit like, comment below. You can always hit claim as well. And if you want to have more exclusive content, you can check out Harmonia Friends Community. And if you want to book a private reading, you most certainly can at my website. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius is up next. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie just put in a donation. We are now one donation away, guys, from unlocking the collective bonus here. One away. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. Oh, you forgot that singles was tonight. Yeah, it was also a little bit earlier. I've made all of my my lives officially as we get closer in springtime. The weather's getting nicer. So I've made them all 6 o'clock now, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time moving forward for Fridays and weekdays. Plus, sometimes it just gets late with these. Aquarius is up. We have Aquarius and Pisces and Aries. And once we get to Aries, that's it for the donations, because then we're going to get to the collective bonus. So hopefully we get the last donation by Aries. $6 p.m. is a good time, yeah. Well, Central time is good. It depends. It shifts. I'll be going to my summer hour soon, so I'll be switching to the days a little bit because the weather's getting nicer. Thank you, Star, for checking out Twitter. I think Twitter's pretty quiet. Twitch. I think Twitch is pretty quiet right now, but that's okay. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're in Texas, though, right? I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's quiet. It's all right. You being over there helps. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, love. What's coming your way? Or who's coming your way? The same page. Nice. You want the same thing, and you're both showing up accordingly. You're aligned emotionally and energetically. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Are you guys both book nerds? You're both are showing up. So there's mutuality here in this connection. That's nice. I like that. He does look like Papa. Thank you, guys. I usually don't do this, but thank you so much, Unique. I appreciate it. I usually don't stop a reading, but we just got started on this. We have made it. We have made the donations, guys. Thank you so much. We will be having 2 collective bonuses now because of our sponsors. Because of you guys. Thanks. Aquarius, how are you showing up? What is going on here? Welcome back, Aries. Confrontational. Thinking. Unfinished business. A fight. Aquarius, is this someone from your past? Or are you just evaluating your past? All right, let's see how lovers are viewing you right now. How are potential lovers perceiving? 3 of Wands. There's this waiting energy. Well, there are certain people here who are interested in you, Aquarius, but your back is turned and looking on somebody here. You're looking out for some communication, wanting to get on the same page. Oh, boy. Who's the one here who's dominating the energy here and thinking of you? This is somebody from your past. This is just somebody here that I feel. Now, if it's not someone here from your past in like an X way, you could be having somebody, it could be like the 4 of Cups anything, like energy here too, right? Like you may be Aquarius, you may be thinking about a scenario here where it's unfinished business and looking out to see if the past is returning, but the whole time you have a soulmate here who's watching you. A lot of Texas people I got on here. I'm looking at the feed here and I'm like, what's going on? Texas is like surrounding my energy here for YouTube. All right. Where is this energy coming from? Reversals are now up here. Ace of Cups here. Shit. There's 2 stories here. There are 2 stories here, and I have to tell both. I just do, which makes my life harder, but it is what it is. The first story is you have somebody here from your past who you have unfinished business with. This individual here is as disappointed as you are, right? Now, others of you, you have somebody here who's a soulmate and you are very focused on your past and hoping someone here is going to return. But there's also this person here who's very disappointed and is like, hey, can you look at this? And you don't want anything to do with this cup. Again, it's that energy. It's almost similar to the energy of the last reading I had where you may be missing out on a potential, like kind of like Capricorn a little bit. Current status of this connection here, 10 of Wands. Woo. Someone's had enough. I mean, the thing is when you're 10 of Wands here, the actions are slow, but it's like, I can't carry this baggage anymore. Why this is surfacing now? Because you both want the same thing. You both want the same thing. And I'm going to tell 2 stories here. One, if you were looking at something in the past here and you're just desiring love and unfinished business, you know, this is a person here who's bearing the same thing here with you, right? For some of you. Now, some of you are an illusion. You think that's your story, but others of you, you have another person here where you're looking at the past as someone here and hopelessly thinking about them, feeling the friction, the conflict of not being with this person or misunderstandings. And then you have this person here who feels the same way about you. So the 2 of you, like this person's behind you and is doing the same damn thing. So they're pining over you and you're pining over another. So yes, you're on the same page. You both want the same thing, but you're not looking at each other. Could be dealing with a Pisces. What they truly desire for you, 6 of Swords. To move on, to move forward, to get through this, to get connected, to work it out. Their likely move this month. We have the 8 of Pentacles here reversed. Now, this is usually this energy of so focused on working or perfectionist of having things to be just perfect on how they step forward. And this individual's like, I can't show up perfect. Right? Now, if this is someone from your past, it's like, I just got to lay it all out on the table and see what happens. You know, we both want the same thing. Can we both meet the ground? It's not going to be perfect, right? And others of you, if this is someone here who's pining over you while you're pining over another, they're going to have this conversation here with you saying either it stays or we're going. You know? potential direction here pursued here by the two of you. The Seven of Swords, there is going to be a full-on conversation. And if it's not a full-on conversation, someone here is either going to leave the vicinity here, meaning like, no, I have to move on from this, or listen, we either can try to work this out and be on the same page and realize we mutually want this, but we have to be authentic. We can't keep hiding, because there's this desire here to come together, and I have very stubborn energy here with these two individuals. Whatever story that you come up to, you know, whether it's someone here from the past who you believe is coming back, there's just something here where it may not be them coming back. It may be you drawing a line and having a conversation and saying, listen, either we work it out or we don't. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be this person. It's going to be messy. It's not going to be easy. But others of you, you may hear an individual here who's going to really open up with you, and it's going to be things that you may not want to hear, but they still want the same thing that you want. But will you face them and look at it that way? Some of you won't. Some of you won't. I mean, it's not an easy love reading tonight for Aquarius. What does Spirit want you to remember? Your truth, your worth, your standards, your emotional anchor here when it comes to you, okay? Some of you, this relationship needs a mediator, okay? A counselor of some sort here. Two sides of the story, if it's going to work here, or if not, you two are going to need some counseling with this. But I feel it's going to start with ground up friendship, if you can. Okay. But the truth is, someone here has to start with plans and looking at the page, same page. And if this is not the same page of what you two are willing to look at, or if there's a third party involved, and you are looking at something that someone's trying to do with someone else here, or this person here is doing that, they may leave your field, because obviously they're not going to be staring at a page that you want with somebody else. You know? How to align with love this month. 8 of Cups. You're going to have to leave a scenario here and trust your intuition. Now, some of you are truly going to have to walk away from having to be right or having to prove your ego. I don't know. I just feel this energy that there's an expectation of someone to clear the air, and I don't think it's going to come out the way that you want it to. I think there's going to be a heart-to-heart. There's going to be discussion here. Are we on the same page or not? And I think that if you have someone here who's pining over you while you're pining over another, they're leaving. They're leaving. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're moving on to Pisces. Pisces is up, and we have Aries, and then we have the collective bonuses. Yes, I accepted the super chat. Hey, is it Sprinkle? Hopefully I got Sprinkle right. Thanks for joining. Or I think it's right. I think it's right. Hopefully I didn't screw it up. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I do. Because not everybody sees the target. I put the target up there because it's easier to see, but I just see stars and donations. So I just accept it. Guys, don't go anywhere, because if your sign went, we still have the 2 collective bonuses. We don't know what the zodiac sign readings are going to roll. Guys, if you haven't given the love, can you please make sure you like the live? It does help. Diane's like, the anticipation is killing me. Just get the freaking Pisces, Tanya. Oh, no, Aries. Sorry. We're getting there. The night is still young. Diane, what are you talking about? Just for that, 3 more commercials. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. Love and light. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces for my singles. Oh my God. Undefined. You're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. It just is what it is. Love potion number 9, but where's the 9? Because you are still entertaining something and saying you're single, but they haven't fully committed to you yet. So you're single, so you're stuck in a situationship. Yeah, I'm just going to call it. And for those of you where you're like, I'm not stuck in a situationship, check your other placements, because this is a situationship. This is someone here who's like, I'm single. I'm okay with being single and entertaining other things, when they're like, oh my gosh, are they gonna be open this month? Are they gonna say something this month? All right, let's see how you're showing up. Remember, no reversals. Oh God, you got friend zoned. I feel like this is friends with benefits. I feel like, oh God, this just sucks. You're a good person. A lot of signs are getting the 6 of Pentacles for singles, right? You're a good person. You hang out with friends. You're great at work. Family's important to you. You tend to be a little bit of a people pleaser. You may get breadcrumbed a little bit, but you're showing up with someone here who's fair, grounded. You come at the same level as individuals. You don't judge a book by its cover. That came out of nowhere. Please tell me you're not dating somebody here who's not even your type. Why does it feel like that? Why does it feel like it's someone I'm not saying that you're prettier or more handsome than this person, but I feel like you stepped down. I'm getting hot. I don't know why. I'm just feeling it. How potential lovers perceive you. You're holding on to a specific person. If you got love interest around you, there's a particular person here. 6 of Pentacles here with the 4 of Pentacles is 10 of Pentacles. So you are in a friend zone or friends with benefits situation, or, oh God. Even if there was other people see you as taken, even though you're not taken. You're holding on to another connection. You are at eye level with somebody else, while others are like, well, they're not going to be interested anyway. They're interested in someone else. The energy responding to you the most this month. The person who's leaving you hanging. They're evaluating this connection. Could be dealing with a Virgo. They are distancing themselves. This is a person here who's a loner. I feel like this person here, they don't have a big circle of individuals, but when they have a circle of individuals, they siphon off them. Some of you, they siphon money, time, energy vampire. That's what they are. That's what they are. Where this energy is coming from, reversals are now up. They will be affected by this. They're siphoning off your energy. But here's the thing. You're depleted. You're depleted. So as great, as beautiful as you are, they've used all that bits of you up, which sucks. because you filled so much of this person's cup that now they're looking at you and going, well, what more can they give me? That's why it's not defined. Because it's you're too tired to even chase this person if you wanted to. Current status of this connection here, it's just stuck. Full moon's Friday. This is a person here who ghosts you. This is a person here who leaves you at your worst. But it's also because when they this person here starts looking good, feeling good. And then when they're in your energy, they get a lot of individuals and attention that come to them because they're marrying the things that you gave to them. They're using you. I hate this for you. Why this is surfacing now? The King of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Because Spirit is saying the reason it's surfacing for you is because you are at the point here where you have to be assertive. You have to be logical about this. This is someone here who's truthful, who's honest, and some of you have an individual, not just me, could be, I'm a Libra, who's telling you they're using you. But some of you, you're looking at yourself in the mirror going, they're using me. Some of you have had the worst luck. You could have had, I don't know, I felt skin issues or blemishes or, maybe feeling sick a little bit, or your money's been shit, or your health's been shit, or like you've just been so drained. What they truly desire with you, they desire for you to, get energy, replenish. They're waiting for you to have a glow up to some extent so they can revisit again. They're just watching you. You're not off the table because this person likes to have their cake and eat it too. So they're just watching you to see if you'll replenish. They're likely move this month. Not do much. They're coming off as the Hermit here. This is someone here who's going to even recluse even further back. May even go into another connection entirely. Why? Because they use people. I mean, we got the Hermit here twice. They're always looking for the next light, the next individual here they can siphon off of. Potential direction, if you continue to pursue this, it will be a redo if you have something left of that cup. But you're at the point here of just a page. It's not enough for this individual. They're looking at you at like a page level, which is potential. It's when they're bored, they'll come back. It's the energy here of like when they're lonely, they'll siphon when they need you, but they'll never truly value you. I know this is hard to hear, but this is out of love, Advice for you. What to remember when it comes to your worth, your standards, your emotional anchor. Remember, no reversals here on the advice here too. The Lovers is a card of choice. if a person truly loves you, they would never leave you in the level here of how this person left you. They would care enough. They wouldn't leave you in this level. Choose an individual who's going to be there for you, even at your worst. To death do us part, for better or for worse. And this person here doesn't do that. No. Spirit is saying it's time for you to take that cup and cherish it. Love you, have compassion for you. You know, have compassion for you. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If this resonates for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. Pisces, it's not about being wrong. These are collective readings. It's just not your reading. You don't have to claim it. You don't have to claim it, hon. They're collective readings. It would be crazy if it connected with everybody. That's why you check your other placements and go into them. Aries is up next. Aries is up, and then we have the bonus collective and the unlocked bonus. Yes, Debbie, these are general. It's so amazing when people go off in it, but I have to tell you this much. When a person here wants to claim that someone is wrong, there's something in them that is doubting the connection. That is doubting the connection. So send those people love and light, because it's not nothing about the reading. It's something that triggered in them, that the relationship is not of standard. But if they believe it's a standard, they can just go away. You know, they don't have to do that. Alrighty, Aries is up next. You didn't miss anything, Star. I triggered somebody. Tis happens. You can't take it personally. You didn't have to put her in a timeout. She didn't do anything wrong. She just got triggered because she had an anticipation that the reading was going to be for her. You know, there's nothing to do. She didn't do anything wrong. Some people like to feel important. It just is what it is. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the bard. You don't have to listen to me if you don't want to. Aries, divine timing. Things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. Okay. So this is all about divine timing. So we'll see what's in store for you, but slow burner. Aries, how are you showing up? Oh. The Well. Well, this is a particular card for this deck. You know, I feel for you, you are coming full circle. You have your desires of what you want in a true partner out there, but you also know that divine timing is at work. And some of you are checking in on it, like on Tarot. As Aries says, divine timing sucks, right? Like she's looking at this like, seriously, is it going to be this month? Is it going to be this month? How long? Spirit, how long? But you know what happens when we ask how long, it's longer, right? So you are still looking at like, you know, divine timing's at play, but you're still anticipating to be open to love, which is not a bad thing. So let's see how your potential lovers perceive you. Man, I'm triggering people tonight. I must be doing my job. Ah, 10 of Swords. So you've been hurt. That you've been deeply hurt, but you know what? This has already happened. It's in your past, but you do wear this like a badge of honor. You do. You have a harsh lesson that was learned on you. The love that you want is completely different, you know? Who's responding to this the deepest right now? 3 of Pentacles. You know, you don't have one suitor right now. You don't. I think you have a lot of individuals trying to figure out, like, if you would ever be open to them. This are some people you have from your past, some people you have new individuals, you know, and then some people you have people who are already in your circle, but you've never actually entertained it, right? So these are the 2 areas that I feel, and then this feels like new love to me. So like all 3 doors are open to you right now. Like all 3 doors. So we'll see the energy if one comes stronger or not. So this is interesting. Your actual individual who you're going to end up with is becoming closer. But you're going through a massive purge right now. Like massive purge. So with the 4 of Pentacles reversed here is like cleaning out house, cleaning out like the past situations. You know, you may be remodeling, you may be relocating, your friend unit may be changing a little bit. Like people are seeing a lot of changes in you. And some of the people here did not think that they would be a cut, but they're not in your energy as much as they used to be. And I think this is past and presently, not necessarily the new person, right? I feel like if this is the new person coming your way, the reason they're not here yet is because they're going through a tremendous loss right now. They might just have gotten out of a toxic relationship. Sometimes our loved ones are not ready yet, you know, our next partner isn't ready yet because they're getting out of something. Yeah. There it is. Choice, possibilities of connection. You're letting go of individuals to create room for true deepened bond. Is that true deepened bond happening this month? I don't think so. I think there are certain relationships that are going, or, you know, you're doing things that are a lot different. Yeah, you're taking your time, but like, I think there are certain friends that are leaving your life, past scenarios here that you don't want to revisit anymore. You may be really focused on your health and well-being. Some of you are all about work right now. But when it comes to love, it's like you're open to look for it, but you haven't run into them yet. It's like, where are they? I'm out there. I'm out and about. I'm doing all the practical things I should be. Why this is surfacing for you this month here, because your person, the person you're supposed to be with, is going through some codependency, and they're shedding a relationship here and working on their stability. You are at a different level than this individual. They're leveling up too. Okay. Now, does this mean that this is a past person leveling up? If it is, it's they're coming up as completely new, but they're not coming in the pace that you want them to. So be wary of waiting. Be wary of waiting. Next likely move here, I'm going to say to you, not necessarily to a person. Yeah, you're walking away. And this individual, if it is, they're walking away from things that no longer serve them. There's a separation here that is happening because things are being worked behind the scenes right now, for at least this month, in this month's energy. It may switch, But I feel like right now, emotionally, there's a huge purge going on, and just leaving it and trusting the universe. Now, some of you are having a hard time trusting, so you're doing a lot of readings or listening in, which is, that's a form of spying. It just simply is. Direction here. Yeah, this is, watch where you perceive, where your attention goes to the worst case scenarios, because you tend to, like, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to find the person, or they're never going to change. But this is something here where it's like, just let all of that go and be open to the idea that the right person is coming, and you are at the point here of working towards that. It's like, flip the narrative here for yourself, Aries, because this is a month here where it may feel very boring and practical, but it's also leading you to a deep bond with somebody in the future. Not now, in the future. Right now, I hate to tell you this, you're going to be annoyed, but you're being focused on your finances, on your stability, some of you on your health. Okay, that's where your focus needs to be aligned to right now. The person who's coming your way, interesting. Now, some of you, this is just you leveling up. That's you leveling up as a King of Wands. But others of you, you have an individual here who's also doing the same thing. They're marrying, coming in. I'm feeling strongly Leo energy more than anything. All right. But I feel that when this alignment comes in, it's going to be one of those divine moments of, you're not going to be looking when this comes in. It's going to like run into you. You know how they say you never find love when you're looking for it, but when you stop looking is when it comes in. There's this energy that this month you're continuing to look a little bit, but you're also leaving some things to create space and room for this individual. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And yes, we are now officially at, they just simply are, collective bonus. Collective bonus. Oh, what's that star? Is that a star? Is that a rocket ship over on Twitter? Looks like a rocket ship. I'm trying to see what that is. It's a cute photo of you. I don't know, but it looks cool. I thought it looked cool too. Could tell if it was a rocket ship or a sword that was like ethereal. You're going to throw a giant ball of Aries. You could do what Wendy did, said love and light and peace out. I'm sorry. I often wonder the high expectations people have. Now, I'm no crazy entertainer reader, and like there's some really good readers out here. I love Tyler. I'm a huge Tyler fan, but I'm not the same kind of reader as he is. Right? He's definitely more entertainment. But I love when he says it's not about you. It's not about you. And so like he's 100% right. People get so tied up going, it's about me. Of course it's about me. Well, yes, you're here for the reading, but if you can't, this is for entertainment purposes, but also it's helping you to mirror back what you truly like, how important your intuition is. It is. So you have to look at that and evaluate that. There's like, peace. I'm leaving. I love it. Love and light. All right. Which one of my moderators is going to be? Stars all over the place. I feel bad. I have her on Twitch. She's on Twitch duty because we're trying to build our Twitch following. It's slowly working, but she can't be in both places. Oh, you are here, Star. Okay, let's roll. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let me switch this. So how this works, guys, we're going to roll the dice. Once the dice are rolled, we roll them a couple of times. If your sign comes up, then this reading may be for you. Keyword may. Debbie, I'll get you on the next one. You can give Star a break. We have Libra, Aries. Aries, look, you got another shot on this. This reading might be for you this time. It might not be divine timing. Sagittarius, Taurus. So far, we don't have any repeats. Aquarius, and Aries again. Aries got 2. Let's just give Star a second. Oh, Mitzi beat Star. Oh, wait, no. You both came at the same time. I put Mitzi down first. Sorry, Star. I saw hers first. I saw it first. Star's like, what the fuck? Debbie's got the next one, so I gave it to her for the next one. But you ladies are great. Thank you so much. All right, we got Libra, Aries twice, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Aquarius. Let's see for singles who's coming your way. Oh, it's a ride or die. This is going to be a hot one. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely. Okay. All right. This feels nice. This feels good, right? Ride or die feels nice. Who doesn't love that? How are you showing up? Ooh. 4 of Wands. You know, you are, someone else got the 4 Wands. I can't remember which sign because we've done all of them at this point. But this is usually a card here of being very happy, of, you know, celebration, excitement, community, you know, events. So right now, there's a part of you that is a little bit of a social butterfly amongst the right people. It doesn't mean you're out and about and just like feeling drained. You know, you show up where you feel comfortable and connected, and you know you're presently in a really good spot with family, with friends, with work. You're feeling good. How potential lovers perceive you right now? 4 of Cups. Interesting. There's 2 4s here. There's 2 4s here. Well, the 4 of Cups is usually like disappointed, womp womp, overly fantasizing, romanticizing, not seeing an opportunity. You know what it is? You know what it is? I think you have some individuals. You're single, but I also feel some individuals here who have disappointed you that may want to try to reconcile or be there, but you're not, you know, no. You like see that as disappointment. So you do have some individuals of exes or a particular person here who knows that you're disappointed with them. They don't think that you're looking for or open to new love. They're hoping not. But others of you, there's individuals here who see you as someone who took off the rose-colored glasses and is just enjoying your singlehood with friends. But there's that cup of love. Who's this energy of this person? The one who's surfacing the most. Who is this individual who's surfacing the most? Ooh, a soulmate. And that doesn't necessarily mean somebody fully from the past. Like there can be two versions of this. If it is somebody from your past, it's someone here where there's a reconciliation energy. Others of you, this could be someone here you've had a past life with, not in this life. Okay. So there's a familiarity with this person. They feel like they've been with you before. Maybe you meet at an event. It could be that. There's something about if you're going to a wedding or a family party or the gathering. Do we have Taurus in here? So some of you are Taurus here because it's birthday season. You may be meeting a soulmate here during a celebration, right? But your head is not focused on love. I mean, you got self-love here, but you may not see this coming in. But others of you, you have an individual here who wishes that they could celebrate with you. Reversals are now up. Where is this energy coming from? Knight of Wands. This is coming in quick. There's competition here. Four of Wands with that is competition. So this individual here, a little bit of a show off. I'm not saying they're a full-on player, all right? They're coming as a Nine of Wands here, so they're coming up proper, desire, flirtatious, taking actions with confidence. Current status of this connection here, Nine of Pentacles. You're single mingle. See, you don't have this person's trying to get your attention this month. I think this is an individual here who's seeking you out this month, collective. But your head is turned entirely a different direction. You're not focused on this person, so you don't see this love coming in. Like I said, you're doing well. You're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. Man, I really love this Nine of Pentacles. Isn't it a beautiful card? It's a really great deck. It's a beautiful deck. Highly recommend this deck. It's great. Why this is surfacing now here, Queen of Cups. There's a lot of Cups energy here. Yeah. Six of Cups with that of Cups is Seven of Cups. So this is a person here who wants to know if they're an option, if they can turn your head. Emotionally, they find you very reserved, very quiet, very sincere, loving, but there's just something so mysterious about you. This person is enamored by you. And I don't think just by your beauty, it's about your presence. It's how you show up. You're unbothered by noise or situations or past or gossip. You're just so stable. You're showing up as stable. You take the time to listen, but you don't necessarily have to give all of your secrets away. So you're very reserved. You know how to hold your cup up high. You look at your options, but you can be picky. What they truly desire here with you. Look at this. We have the Two of Cups, but the Two of Cups here is reversed. So for some of you, this is an individual who is not your particular type, or they fumbled you. All right. So some of you, this is a person here who fumbled you, who didn't stay in, didn't open up fully to you, is wishing that they could fix the gap here. But others of you, this is an individual here who wants to get to know you a little bit more, sees that you do everything on your own. But how can this is also a person here who feels like, what can I possibly offer to the collective? Because this is a collective here who's not necessarily needs anybody. They may want a connection, but they're okay on their own. But this is an individual here who's very much driven by love. And so they're very romantic. They're very flirtatious. They're very much an individual here who wants to be that gallant knight in shining armor, or the woman, the female. If it's a female here who who wants to have that nurturing care, but like sensual way here of of touch. So they're like, what if they don't want any of that, or if they don't need any of that, where do I stand? You know? Their next likely move to this. Woo! Yeah, the Six of Wands. It's not that they want to conquer you. This is a person here who wants you to open up and lean on them a little bit. I think this is a person here who would recognize you. Again, let's go to this energy, ride or die. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely. This is a person here who would be by your side fiercely. Now, if this is an individual here who fumbled you and does come back around, they're changing some attitudes here. They're trying to show up as, no, I will be in the picture, I promise. Now, some of you be wary of that, but you know. King of Pentacles here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy reversed. It's just hard for this individual because this is a very caring and nurturing person who's used to people pleasing, but they're getting rid of, they can't people please with you. So this is a person here who sees you as very self-efficient. And so what they would like for this to be is to say, I can be of assistance and be here for you. What to remember: your truth, your worth, your standards, or emotional anchor when it comes to this individual. It's about the reciprocity. It's about the reciprocity. You know, for some of you, you do have somebody here for the past year who's spirit saying, listen, you know, if they've been a player with you before, there has to be consistency about it. You know, sometimes you're going to repeat things where it's a breadcrumber, but others of you, if this is a new individual, there's something here about forming the friendship, letting them showcase, be open to a friendship with this individual. If for those of you where this is new love, be open to this friendship here. It's not so they can prove to you, but just to show how this person here can be a very, because I don't think this is, they may showcase flirtatious energy here, even be open to here saying, hey, are you single? And you may even say to them, I'm not certain I'm ready for love right now, but this is an individual here who would respect that. They would respect that. We did reach the goal. I took a donation, a sticker for it, but you know, you obviously can donate if you want to. Always donations are appreciated. Oh, the Empress. The Empress. Thank you, Nafa. You know, you were just at the right look. I mean, honestly, the Minor Arcana Empress came up here and the Empress came up here for you. Some of you just know your worth and be open to receive. Some of you are afraid to open up to receive love. And so you're saying, if a person wants to show you and you're open to have them show you, doesn't mean you have to give your value away. But if you're going to target an individual from the past to have them prove to you that they've leveled up, then is that a relationship you truly want? Because it's this whole proving thing is very ego based. And Spirit's saying, you know, an Empress doesn't have to have someone prove it to them. It's like they're vulnerable to see the evolve happen. So it needs to start from the ground up if you want this relationship to work, which means a deep responding here of friendship. Friendship's going to be huge with this connection. So this could be a slow burner for sure. All right. That's what I got here for the collective bonus. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And if you'd like to book a private reading, you most certainly can over at Harmonia Friends website. We're going to move on to our final collective bonus reading because we did get our target. And thank you, Nafa, for your bonus reading. donation. I appreciate it. One more. So Debbie's going to help me out on this one. And this is the final reading. So Star, you get to take a break and just relax. She's like, take a break. I'm out of here. It's bedtime. Yeah, I get it. If everybody, who's watching the live right now, who's here? If you guys are watching the live, let me know you're here. It doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Let me know if you're here on the live right now. The moderators are here. Star's like, I went to Twitch. I moved over. Hello, Samantha. Welcome. Welcome back. Let's give a shout out, guys, to our donators tonight. To Mitzi, to Diane, to Papa, to Debbie, to Unique, and to Nafa. If it wasn't for our donators, you guys would not have this reading right now. So thank our sponsors. Please, please thank them, because they didn't just unlock it for themselves. They unlocked it here for you as well. Okay. I also want to remind you guys, since the singles readings are almost at the tail end, I will be back here at Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, for those of you dealing with a specific connection, for someone specifically to see their current feelings and what's next in the connection. Okay. So if that's something that interests you, you can most certainly be here Friday night at 6 p.m. The time has changed, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then I will be back on Sunday afternoon here for the All Signs Week Ahead. And just to give you guys a heads up, for the All Signs Week Ahead, for May, we have another guest reader coming on, and I'm super excited to bring our guest reader. I just talked to her today about it, but if you guys don't know or follow Deb Does Readings, she will be our guest reader. She's an amazing love reader. She's one of the first readers that I followed a long time ago, and I've been following her ever since, and I love Deb. So Deb's been on my channel. We haven't collaborated together as readers, but I've had her on my Spotlight show when she wrote her book. But she's going to be on here. So we're going to actually talk about it tomorrow. So I'm excited to see her come on to our show. Could the specific connection mean an ex who you're in no community? Yes. Listen, when it's a specific connection, it means usually unfinished business, uncertainty of where the current feelings are, or a gray area. That's what it is. This one is singles. It's not always focused on new love, because new love doesn't always come through. And that's why I have to make this a little bit more broader, because sometimes the exes come back, or we have the reconciliation energy, or we'll have individuals who come in here thinking that they're getting a connection reading, when I'm like, if you're single, then this is not about, necessarily a specific person. But sometimes the exes do come back in these readings. But I had to broaden it a little bit, because I used to try to do these all in one. If you remember, my monthly readings were love, connections, and singles, and I've split it up this month. And I've done that because those readings were becoming 3.5 to 4 hours long, and I can't do that. I mean, if you look at this, we're at 3 hours now. All right, let's get to it. Last reading for the night. This is a long one tonight. Debbie, you ready? Here we go. We're going to roll. Capricorn. Taurus. I'm starting really heavily off with earth signs. Libra. Ooh, Gemini. I don't think we got Gemini yet. Camera's been a little bit slow. Aquarius. and Virgo. We got all earth signs. A lot of earth energy in this one. Thank you, Nafa. I appreciate it. Did I roll enough? I think I got them all, Debbie. I think that's it, right? Did I roll enough? Yeah, I did. I think I got them all. So we have Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Virgo. So if these energies are in your chart, or if you're reading for a specific person, this reading may be for you. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thank you, Nafa. I appreciate that. You're amazing too. All right, we always go a little bit longer on this one. All right, happy family. You're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. How are you showing up here, collective, for the month of May? How are you showing up for the month of May? Oh, you're showing up as the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which is funny because we have no fire sign in here, but it's just energy. So you're showing up as very charismatic, getting out there. You have a glow about yourself. You're being very artistic. I don't know. You're just out and about. I just feel like this is a month. You know, it's springtime. So spring, you know, the weather's getting nicer. I just see you being more social this month. And if you're not just social, you could be very driven by passions. You know, I don't know if you're an artist or a musician, but there's just something here about being social, or being very involved in the things that you love. Okay, let's see how potential lovers are viewing you right now. Justice. Ooh, you're very fair. You don't typically sway. You know what? You're the kind of individual, how people see you right now, potential lovers see you, heavily Libra energy, but you're someone here who has the ability to be the witness. And so the witness archetype in Harmonia is someone here who can see both sides of the story, doesn't judge hardly, like really harshly. They're an individual here who needs to state the facts and see the full picture, full story. So the people see you as very fair, unique. You've gone through some readjustments, realignments. You don't want any funny business, but once the line is drawn, then that's something here where it's like, listen, once I've made my decision, once I've made my mind up, it's done. So, you know, you're not flighty. Who's the person here who's most attracted in your energy right now? Oh, well, you have a Knight of Wands. So this is someone here. Wow. Wow. Okay. You're coming as a king and they're coming as a knight. You inspire this person to be better. This person here, it's not that they put you on a pedestal, but they definitely admire you. So you have an admirer here. I think you got a crush. I'm just going to say it. My collective has someone here who's crushing on you. Okay. Crushing on you. Where this energy is coming from, the 10 of Wands. Ooh. This is becoming harder and harder for this individual to slow down, because they can't get enough of watching you or being around you. But you are this person either can watch you online if you're an influencer, or if you're doing a passion project, or you're a musician, or you're artistic. There's something here where this individual is in your energy. And it's not that they want to be like you. This person here is just enamored by you. Like, and it's just becoming to the point where it's like, this is getting ridiculous. I feel like you got a groupie a little bit. Okay, I do. I feel like you got a groupie. But the 10 of Wands is usually a heavy burden of out of my league. This person here thinks that you're out of their league. connection here. 4-1. So you already are in the vicinity of this individual, whether you're on stage and they're just the onlooker, or you work with this individual, or you're in a friend groups around this individual. This person here is in your energetic field. I don't feel like it's a deep bond yet, but if it is, it's kind of got the puppy love. This is someone here who is always giving you compliments, wanting to is showing up in places where it's like they're just there. This is kind of a ride or die energy here. It feels like that. Aries is like, I work it out. Listen, this is something here where you put yourself out there. Okay. Knight of Cups here reversed. Oh. So what's surfacing now is an individual because they're showing up as a knight here. This is a person here who does not think you would be interested in them. So there is some lack of confidence here with this individual. All right, let's see. We always go another row. Why is this lack of confidence here with this 10 of Wands? Oh. Well, ooh. Ooh. Well, this person here watched you in another connection at one point. So they are comparing themselves, not saying I guess they look at, I guess they're assuming you have a type. Okay. But this person here feels like, well, even though that relationship that we were connected to could have been with a Gemini, deeply devoted to, you're not with them anymore. So this person here knows you're single, doesn't know the full story here because they don't know you that well of what happened. There's mutual friends here. Four Wands here, Page of Cups. See, they almost feel like you friend zoned them or you don't think that they were interested. But they are interested. But here's the thing, this person here fantasizes more about it than like steps up with it. So it's kind of the energy like, are you gonna do something with it? Well, they're more focused on the fact of like, well, if that didn't work out, what would they think of me? So they're doing a lot of comparison when they haven't really even connected with you yet. We're just focusing on their energy. What else about this person? Oh yeah, this person's been in a sleeper cell for quite some time. I think they're starting to see a perception here that if they don't say something or do something or even try, they'll never know. So this is a month here where I feel they're starting to get the kahunas here to say something to you. Let's go back to this card. You're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. So this person here wants to show up differently than a past lover, but they don't know enough of the story other than seeing the surface part of it. They know this person here broke your heart, but this individual here is gaining perception here of what you deserve. All right. Not a bad thing. What they truly desire with you. Oh my God, this person wants to be in a commitment with you so bad. Here's the thing. Either there's an age difference between the two of you, or there's a taboo situation here where there's cultural beliefs, or here's the other kicker. This is a friend of your ex. There's something about this being a little bit forbidden. Jesse's girl, I just heard. The Emperor is showing up. I think you are going to see another stage of this individual. They know that if they have to show up, they have to show up right. They have to show up with confidence. They have to show up with some kind of accountability. I also feel like this individual held back a little bit from you. They had an ability here to speak up, but they didn't. And this is someone here who may have denied it too. But I do feel that there is an age difference that this person here is really focused on, or something here, maturity difference, that they realize I have to step up in a way that dismisses this Page of Cups energy, because this is how you've seen this person in the past. This is how they're seeing the perception of here of how they need to show up. Potential direction, if pursued, where this may lead if both parties engage. It's just potential, guys. It's just potential here. I'm telling you, this is somebody here that was already here. They were here already. Another reading got this before too, that there was someone here where you didn't see this person as potential. But there's a connection here that may have not been ready. They weren't ready. They weren't mature enough at this point. But you have a secret admirer here. They're in your unit already. Advice here for you, for those of you connecting to this reading. And sorry, Aries, I know that this reading's probably not for you. Look at that. We have the Page of Wands. Okay. That's usually new exploration. I think that's what you're in the energy of looking at right now. What else is going with this Page of Wands here? Listen. There's a possibility here of a deep connection that's a slow burner if you allow someone to step up. This is a person here who didn't quite know how to handle a scenario from your past before, but they're willing to fess up and step up. I think that this person's already in your vicinity. That's what it feels like. All right. That's what I got here for the collective, guys. I hope you guys like that reading. Go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends. Thank you to my moderators, Debbie, Mitzi, and Star, and even Papa. I know he passed out, for being here tonight and helping out with the live. I do appreciate you, ladies and fella. And thank you to everybody who stayed on through to the end. And I will see you guys here, well, on Friday. Have a good night.